Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is FabriChat. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. All right, well, let's see. We have so much news. Some of the news, though, we're going to wait because we really want to share in front of Tracy, who only knows part of the news. And we want to tell some of the stories because it's fun to see Tracy laugh. It's almost as much fun to see Tracy laugh as it is to hear your laugh. Yes. So the news is
we have puppies. Yes. So super emotional. You know, I'm a hot mess still, but my kids are so lonely. They ask all the time when they're going to get their dogs back and when are we going to go pick out a new puppy, and it's ugh. So I was like, well... And
I have to tell you one other part to this that I don't know if you know. I was telling Tracy about this. We all went out for breakfast on Sunday morning, and I ended up being able to sit next to Robert, which I almost never sit next to Robert. Mm-hmm. And so we were chit-chatting about stuff, and then we were talking about painting the baby's nursery next weekend, and he was going to be gone, and blah, blah, blah. And he says to me, would it be possible for you to talk to your daughter? And I said, yeah, I got your back, babe. What'd you need? I got you. Yeah. And he says, it's time to get a dog. Yeah. And I said, oh, it is, because I told him the same thing I said to you, that grief is grief. The grief is never, you're going to have that grief for however long you have that grief, but it's that hole in your heart that you could fill. Right. And your kids. And so, I know. Yeah. But the good thing is...
Yes, we have a lot of love to give, and we did not go with a healer because, you know, Ruger is, and will always be a one of a kind. I don't think anyone will ever, of course, compare to him by any means. And we decided... not to go with a healer just because I am not ready for the facial expressions, anything that resembles, you know, the love of my life. So we went to Soap Lake's outreach.
There's a really nice, there's a gal who does, her whole life is dedicated to this, and it's kind of a long, drawn-out story, a sweet story that we'll tell you sometime about Shauna, but that's all she does, is she does this rescue program, and I kind of didn't want to go out there at first because I
Mom
knew...
does not do pounds.
No, I want to take them all. I want to take everyone home with me, and but I went out there, muscled through, and there was a bunch of puppies.
There was a lot. We ended up getting 2. Which is a whole lot to chew on. But we just didn't know. I mean, we have kids in kindergarten. Robert and I have full-time jobs. We feel like, how lonely is this puppy going to be? So we did get 2. We got a girl and a boy. We got the runt. She is itty-bitty. We don't know how big she's going to be. We have no idea. And then we got...
Are you going to be able to insert some pictures?
Yeah, I'll show some pictures. Okay. But we can't get a picture. We haven't yet at the moment to show you size different. She's like a quarter of the size of her brother. So obviously litter mates, but obviously Mom had flings with several neighbor boys.
Multiple dads, and these 2 did not have the same dad, so their DNA pool is
a little jumbled. But they're very cute and very sweet, and he's massive. He's
adorable.
He's a big guy who has to grow into his feet. Mm-hmm.
And when we took them, they picked them out, and the kids, Harper, and the one that she picked is perfect. It's a little Harper dog, and she just follows her around and looks at her to wait for anything she needs.
It's really cute.
And then Wyatt picked his big, lanky, you know, goofy dog, and it was perfect. But we went first to my house, and they had not been on grass.
No, they hadn't.
They were excited about grass.
And these leaves. What is this?
The leaf. And it's just so fun to see. And so, of course, there's potty training going on. But
we do have a doggy door. And so the first night, we did just put him in our bathroom. Because our bathroom is full tile. I mean, there's
you can hose it down.
Yeah. If anything bad happened, we could figure it out. So we decided to do that instead of the laundry room. Because the cats were not okay with this. Not one bit. Phoebe was going to murder probably us in our sleep, not the dogs. Bernadette, she would kind of wanted to come out, but didn't want them to look at her. She was the only one that had choice words with them, but never decided to smack them. And then Tika, it was really sad. We got home, and we went out to the backyard so they could potty and kind of see it somewhat in the daylight because we picked him up late in the afternoon, so there wasn't much daylight left. Walked him kind of around, made sure all the gates were locked, and, make sure there was nothing weird happening in the fence line or whatever. And Tika comes running. Her cute little squeaky meow comes out running for us. I'm like, well, that's weird. But then when she got to us, she had this, I think she thought it was her dogs. So I felt really bad. Got all teary-eyed and tried to report Tika. And the puppies didn't even, notice her, so she was fine. But then she left. She was like, I'm out. She did come back in later that night, but we did decide to put him in our bathroom because the cats could come and go. And they weren't all in by the time we were trying to shut everything down. They don't know what a puppy pad is.
No, they peed everywhere but on the puppy pad.
Yeah.
It's nice that they didn't want to pee on that puppy pad. That's super nice.
Yeah, so apparently someone slept on the puppy pad. Yeah. I didn't realize it was
It was their bed.
Yeah.
They didn't want to pee on their bed. That is really smart. And how would they know what a puppy pad is?
And they're even lavender scented. So it doesn't smell super bad as
all
dog
the more
food.
reason to step on it. I totally get what they're thinking.
Oh, it was a river of mess. So it was bad. Luckily our bathroom's pretty small, so it wasn't horrible. Everything went right into the wash. I had the wash machine empty. Apparently I was planning for a river of pee.
Yes.
But they had a good night. They slept good. Of course the kids helped wear them out and everything.
I was almost thinking they were going to sleep in the beds with them, and I thought, you can't do that until they understand potty training. And oh lordy.
As of, we're still a few hours in of and they're not really chewy, which is good because Wyatt is a collector of all fine plush things.
Yeah.
So they're not super chewy, which is good. They understand what their dog toys are.
And
so
what's not.
What's not. Occasionally there's a weird little, I'm just going to see. But, so we also worried about that. I didn't want to have any accidents in a bedroom, on a bed, and I didn't want any carnage.
Anything chewed up.
Yeah.
Bathroom is a good choice. And now you have never done the crate thing, right? We haven't either because we're country.
We have talked about it.
We like the idea that, a dog will run out that doggy door and see what's going on at night and then come back in and go, it was nothing. I got you. So we've never ever had dogs that were crate trained, but it's that country living thing.
Because we thought about it for a half second because Dennis, Robert's dad, has a big kind of a kennel that would probably fit the brother, and we have a smaller wired one in storage that would fit the sister until she may get bigger. But we kind of talked about it for a minute, but we're the same way. Mm-hmm. The dog needs to be able to react to something.
And go out and see what it is.
Good or bad.
Come back and report.
We understand that it's that security thing, that safe place. Mm-hmm. And our kids know, even from Ruger and Benelli, that their beds were their safe place. If the dogs got up from where they were sitting with you and went to their dog bed, they're done. Yeah. No more. Whatever
no more love.
No. So we do have that, and we think once, probably give it a week or two, make sure they aren't going to chew on things. Get them a couple dog beds for different parts of the house, so we can kind of teach them that. But
the
puppies want everything to do with the kids. So
oh, it was so sweet because they when you go in there, all the puppies want to be picked, and all the dogs. I mean, we looked at the dogs too, and it's hard though when you live in the country to get an adult dog from a rescue because that dog was obviously out running, and so they're just going to leave, and so they have to be able to be trained. This is where you live, and that's a field, and that's a field, and that's the highway.
Those habits, that if they chase cats, chase chickens, don't do good with kids. It's something that I'm not willing to experiment if we don't know.
Yeah. So, and there was just as many puppies to adopt as there were adult dogs, but it was so sweet because all those puppies wanted to be picked, and then, and then they were being so good and so gentle and almost kind of timid, but then it was just so funny because as soon as they realized that we were on our way, leaving, then they were pretty excited. Yeah. Super excited. So, I don't know. We're super excited because of, again, grief is grief, and we all understand that. But you can fill that tiny little hole in your heart with someone.
And the kids are super happy. Harper, because, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but Harper and Ruger had a great connection. Yeah. like, even when I had Wyatt, we of course had Ruger, and Ruger would do anything to make sure no one was by, baby Wyatt. But then when Harper came, there was nothing but eyes for Harper. And so he was always, whatever she wanted, hang on his neck, give him a piece of broccoli. He's going to eat it. He would eat that piece of broccoli, that half-chewed mushroom, didn't matter. He would eat it for her, just to take one for the team, and would let her do anything to him. And so she doesn't have that connection with another animal. Wyatt's got Phoebe, who just loves on him, but she doesn't have that with any other cat. So I'm glad that she picked Ro. That's her name.
Ro.
Picked her because Ro thinks she's like the bee's
Ro just followed her and was looking.
It was
what
so
are we doing
cute.
next? I mean, for that little puppy to kind of like
attach.
heal,
yeah,
and just heal right alongside of her.
We should have videoed it at Mom's house.
We should have.
Harper's just walking around. She's just right there with her.
Right there, looking
Where
at her. What are we doing next? And then she'd sit. Yeah. When Harper would stop, and they were connected. It was very sweet. It was perfect.
Meant to be.
Yeah. So we're excited. We'll kind of keep giving you more pictures, and we'll tell you a little more about that when Tracy. Is we're sort of excited to.
So today I am not bringing the puppies to work with me. One, they're not potty trained enough to be at the quilt shop, and I'm not sure I could wrestle two.
No. And also, because you had them now, they're in the laundry room so they can go in and out the doggy door a little bit.
Yes, and they figured out the doggy door lickety-split.
Robert can kind of go check on it a little.
So they're locked in the laundry room, which is pretty big, all, again, tile, so if anything bad happens on the inside, we can totally hose it out. And then they can run in and out the doggy door. Go see what's going on, go potty, come back. Hopefully it'll make the potty training maybe faster. Yeah. I know, like with, when Fred was getting older, he got so doggy door used to, he forgot the command to, I gotta go potty. So there is that, but we're not super worried about that.
Yeah.
But, we don't know. I'll let you know how the evenings go. If they remember when they're out here with us to go all the way back and out before they,
Well, they're puppies. There's going to be incidents.
Yeah. It can't happen overnight. I understand that.
But they really are smart.
They are very
smart little dogs.
They are very smart.
Yeah. And they just seemed so excited, to have their little person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really, really sweet.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. And the kids were excited also.
Okay. So watch tonight.
Yeah.
We'll tell you their names
a couple
and how
things.
they got them.
Yeah. Pretty good. The other thing about the excitement is that at the last, was it Wednesday or was it Sunday? We opened the rocks. A ton of comments about that, and everybody noticed that. We were super excited. We love pretty rocks. I mean, I'm always collecting pretty rocks with the kids, and the kids come over, and we love to look for rocks and look for shells, and I think we miss a lot because we walk with our heads down all the time. And so a lot of people said, gosh, we hope that the kids got as much enjoyment out of those rocks as we did. And then they were wondering, did you videotape it?
I totally forgot to videotape it. The coloring books, huge hit.
Of course.
Love the coloring books. All their fish are the same color, though. So we might have to get an encyclopedia and look up some fish.
And I don't know if you guys know this, because I know some people watch mostly just the FabriChat and some people watch mostly just the box openings, but one of the presents that we opened was from some friends of ours from Kodiak, Alaska, and there's a beach up there called
Fossil Beach.
Fossil Beach.
Awesome.
On my list. Gosh.
On my list.
Some fantastic rocks and fossilized
shells. And Wyatt saved the picture, because I was worried he was not going to care about this piece of paper, but he taped it. So he's got this, like, it's an antique actual gun cabinet from Robert, but it has a glass front. So it has a glass front and a little drawer, and of course there's nothing in the cabinet itself, but he taped the picture to the glass, and he of course has his drawer full of all of his special rocks and everything, and gosh, they thought it was awesome.
It was so cool.
It was fun to talk about the fossils. They didn't understand, well, it looks like a shell, but it's not a shell, so we talked about it, and we looked up a little YouTube video about what a fossil is. That was really cool. The seashells Harper thought were the coolest things.
Of course.
They, of course, could hear the ocean.
Of course.
And the large flat shell, the ring one.
hear it.
They could hear it. It was calling them. They loved that. They loved the wish rocks.
Yeah.
Wyatt knew exactly what those were. He was counting. I think he said there were 11 wishes on that one rock. And I said, well, how do you give 11 wishes? He's like, I guess I have to pass it to 11 people. I don't know. That's right. So, yeah, it was super cool. So he helped we decided that Wyatt would get to kind of decide what Harper could have. Because Harper's not a rock collector. She's an enthusiast.
She is.
But Wyatt is like all about it.
Yes.
He has the books.
He knows the difference between gemstones and crystals and rocks.
So he was very sweet. Saying, well, Harper, you keep this wish one. And he told, make sure if you want to give this rock away, you have to make a wish. Don't tell anybody. And then you can hand it to somebody else. But you don't get it back. And, he was educating her on that and gave her one of the fossils. So Harper has this kind of a cute little box that we put some batting in. And so she put all the little special things in there. So
did he give her the shells?
Yes.
The shells are hers, yeah. She likes the shells.
So I took the really big flat one, because that one was awesome. And and all the little ones, she has all the little ones. And the smaller of the long, is it a conch?
Yeah, conch.
Conch shell, yeah. She has the littler one of those. So super, super cool.
Okay,
they super, super loved it.
Good. Well, it's funny how many people are also rock hounds and loved the idea and loved that... what a cool present it was, and how excited we were because yes, we are rock hounds. We admit it. Yeah. I don't think you ever grow out of pretty rocks.
Right. Yes. And it's funny, educating Wyatt on rocks and finding all these little books and reading it to him. It's definitely livened up my, not just pretty rocks, but knowing what I'm seeing.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. The other thing that we had tons of information about was the eggs, because we had apparently talked about eggs because, of course, Brianna has the 5 chickens and they lay eggs every day.
They're still laying eggs.
And the best thing, and I'm just going to, I emailed it to you, but Elaine Pear maybe, Perr. I'm not sure where she's from, but she emailed a video. It was actually, it was a link from a... It wasn't
the How to Preserve?
It was all about eggs and that the chickens all like to lay eggs together. That's why they lay
Ours
in one.
too, yeah.
And that, but you should not really let them sit on them because then they poop all over them and things get dirty and stuff. So they said that.
And my girls have no maternal instinct, so they do not.
Yeah, and so she said that if you keep them down there and then they want to sleep and perch on the highest one.
Okay, that's exactly what they do.
So if you have the perch where they're going to sleep here and where they're going to lay here and have that, and if there's if you're trying to train them to lay in a certain place, if you put wooden eggs in there,
right,
then they'll lay in there because they want them to all be together. And then the other thing too, she talked about the that there is a like a membrane that's on the egg, and you can leave it out on your counter even for 2 weeks as long as they're unwashed, because people like to see all those pretty colored speckly eggs, and it's perfectly okay for 2 weeks. It won't go bad, but as soon as, and so the recommendation is to wash just before you eat it, or once you've washed it, make sure you put them in the refrigerator. And here's the other funny thing that I'm just going to mention is that we had the retreat this last weekend. Well, it was our retreat, and then we went to market, and then this last weekend it was Margot's retreat. And I went out there to help Margot by cooking because Joey, who normally cooks for us, had a family emergency and had to be in Southern California. And so I was out there cooking, and so there's a couple different things that we made, and many of them included eggs. There were multiple people out there who could not figure out why the eggs were so good.
They do taste good.
They are so different. And then Margot, for some reason, there was something else that she had made, like the day that we were getting everything ready, and she goes, oh my gosh, I just ate a store-bought egg, first time in a long time, and it was so gross. And it's very different because then Ray and John stopped by, and they were here for 2 nights, so they were helping us with dishes and doing different things. And Ray made this really good stir-fried rice, and he cracked open the eggs. He said, well, what did you put in those eggs? Or I had cracked open the eggs for him, and I stirred them and gave them to him, and he says, what did you put in there? And I said, nothing, it's just eggs. Do you want something else in there? He says, no, what did you put in there? Nothing, it's just eggs. Sorry. And he goes, well, why are they that color? And I said, oh, because they are fresh. eggs. And I said, and wait till you taste them. And he's holding it. And he goes, and I said, no, it is all egg. There's 5 eggs in there, just what you asked for.
Nothing.
That's all it is.
No
but
salt,
it's
no pepper.
such vibrant color. And sure enough, he cooked them and he said, oh, and you can.
They do taste
you can
good.
absolutely tell. Just like a homegrown tomato.
That's
You know those tomatoes that you pick out of your
homegrown
garden.
strawberry.
Homegrown strawberry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I have to tell you about the strawberries before I forget.
Okay.
I have to wait, let's finish about the eggs.
Yeah, and I hadn't realized there was such, the whole, now that I love a good hen, I get the chicken thing. I didn't realize why people spent so much money on going out, 4 miles, 5 miles out of town to buy $5 for eggs. Like, dude, you can get them a whole lot cheaper at the store. What's the...
Such a difference.
I get it.
You can never go back to store-bought eggs.
It's not worth it.
Once you've had
the real deal.
homegrown ones. Yeah. I don't know why they're so different.
I can't wait to make deviled eggs. I know. It's going to taste so much better than what I'm used to.
So good.
I don't even know. Okay, strawberries.
I've talked about strawberries. So funny thing. So again, out at this retreat, so I'm out there cooking. So Pa is coming out every night to have dinner with us because I'm out there cooking. And we were standing there and we had just had dinner. And so Janet Peterson was standing there and me and 2 other people and Pa was standing there. And we were talking about Janet's husband or something. And she says, yeah, he's about ready to get the list to go to the grocery store.
Oh, no!
That's what he said.
What?
He said, oh, for seedless strawberries?
Did he watch us?
I said,
Or
what?
did I get rotted out?
No, I don't know. I didn't want to ask because then I said, what?
Do you know what those are?
And the blue box?
We were totally rotted out.
When did you watch? When did you watch? She goes, oh yeah, I think I have to watch more often. And I thought, oh, dang it. He goes, yeah, I wouldn't have fallen for that. And I said,
You totally would.
every single one. You would have fallen for that. Especially the Diet Coke. He would have fallen for every single one of them. But anyway, I don't. And then I was still out there and doing dishes and stuff, but we haven't had the discussion yet about, okay, now tell me how you know what he said. But yeah, we either got totally ratted out or he watched, but
He's got a friend on his side.
I know now I'm worried. Now he's going to want to watch all the time. I'll turn it off right now.
That's pretty good. That's
I know. We were all of us that were, what?
What do you mean? What? I don't know what that is.
No, it's that.
Can you go to the store and get me one?
Yeah. Funny. Anyway, that was what she had, but somebody had mentioned, the strawberries. That was what had brought that up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, anyway, whatever. Let's see. Let's talk about the quilt behind us.
Yeah. This is Solar Flare. You guys have probably seen it.
You've seen it multiple times. It's this pattern. It's just one of those really inexpensive patterns. $3, under $3 for this little pattern. It really is, if you can tell, it's just half square triangles.
Yep.
And the way they put it lined up, it's really kind of awesome. And we put this one up because we have so many half yard.
And you need 6 half-yard cuts.
Yeah.
Or 11 fat quarters.
Yeah.
I mean, wherever you want to put it there.
And how much back?
And 2.5 yards of the background. You could, though, also make it 6 half-yard cuts of dark and 6 half-yard cuts. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5. I'd get 6. Give yourself a little extra. 6 half-yard cuts of your background in the light. Yeah. So you could make the super thing super scrappy if you wanted to.
I like it.
Super
I think
cool.
it's such a pretty quilt.
It really is. And it's pretty big. It's 66 by 72, and there is
with
no
borders. And so you could add borders and get
Absolutely.
it up to queen size or, whatever. And so, anyway, we just thought we would feature it again because it's just, people ask all the time, and people really like it when we suggest what you do. If we say, I would make this with it, I would make this with it, or whatever. And it's kind of fun when you have those go-to patterns that you make a lot. There's certain ones that are my favorites that I make repetitively, but
yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that one is one of them. And the other thing that we wanted to mention again is our raffle quilts.
Oh, yeah.
Because those are doing pretty well. We're sort of excited. People will just, as they're ordering, buying 2 more tickets or whatever. So it's kind of nice. So we're selling tickets still this week and next week. And then we're done.
Yes, that's it.
So it's 2 different quilts. There's that really cool wall hanging. And what is that? It was like 24 by 24 or something like that. It's
Maybe a little bigger. 45?
40. Oh yeah, 42. 42 by 42 was the size of that. And kind of funny. It was a block of the month that we did years ago. And then the other one is a really cute all flannel snowman quilt, and that's all hand embroidered snowman on it, which is kind of fun. And those tickets are only $5 a piece. And again,
we're going to draw Sunday, November 20th during our box opening.
Yes.
So that, and we're going to do it towards the end of the box opening, but...
and we'll ship it. We'll ship it to you. And if you, if that was all you ordered and we accidentally charged you for shipping, because it's an automatic thing, we'll refund that $9 to you. But otherwise, if you click pick up in store, then it doesn't automatically charge you that $9.
Yes.
So let's see. I think that's like it. I didn't have. I wasn't fully prepared for. I am exhausted. I had.
While she was cooking and doing all this retreat stuff, inside the retreat center, the dishwasher died.
Yeah, it broke.
So she was.
I was old school in it.
Yeah, she needed Harper. Harper loves washing dishes, but it takes her a really long time.
Oh yeah.
I give her like a few of like the water boiling for pots, and you can wash these because it takes her a while, but she loves it. She thinks it's great. Well,
that's
you just
good.
do you, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't use we never use paper plates or paper napkins, and we discourage the use of that when people come, and we don't tell you not to, but same thing even with water bottles, any single-use items, we just really think that that's not very earth-friendly, and so of course all of those dishes, I kept thinking, paper plates? No, you can do it. I'm going to go throw in the laundry for the cloth napkins and anyway, it was all right. It was fun. It was good. Really good retreat. Really nice people. So, all right. I feel like that's all we have. And we never know if this has been 30 minutes or 20 minutes in our mind. It's been a quick little.
I feel like it's really fast. Hopefully, you guys got enough laughter out of it. And spark your day to be happy and excited.
Yeah. And then we're gonna be doing a box opening here in a few minutes, and I mean this evening. We're gonna film it in a few minutes, so you'll see it.
So I'll have it ready for you,
and we'll share some other information tonight.
Other fun things.
All right, I think that might be it.
All right.
See you guys in a little bit.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at FabricPatch.net.